stood at the altar, looked him in the eye, promised forever, promised never to lie. For better or worse, she said with a tear, he believed her, he had no fear. But worse came early, a rough patch of fight. She packed her bags and left in the night. She didn't need abuse, didn't need betrayal, just a feeling, and the state would pay her. For better or until I'm bored is the new vow, my son. The vows they made are already undone. She doesn't need a reason to walk out the door, just a feeling that she wants something more. He worked his hands to the bone for her name. She took his money and played the victim game. For better or worse, meant nothing at all. She left him standing against the wall. For better or until I'm bored, that's the new design. She doesn't need a reason, doesn't need a sign. No fault divorce made vows optional, my son. She can leave when the race is done. The state will give her half of everything he built. His loyalty is now her guilt. For better or worse is a forgotten song. She's gone before the night is long. I remember my wedding day, the vows we made. I'll never leave, she said. Then she decayed. Within 5 years, she was bored and gone. No fault divorce helped her move on. I was left with half my life in her hands. She didn't need to understand. For better or worse was just a line. Her boredom was the only sign. Till I'm bored, son. That's the new way she can leave any day. He was a father who changed diapers in the night. He coached the soccer team he read the books right. But when she filed for divorce, none of that mattered. The court looked at him and his wallet shattered. He's not a dad anymore, he's a visitor, my son. A weekend ghost whose work is never done. He pays for the life he can no longer live. The court doesn't care about the love he'd give. She got the kids, the house, the car, the name. He got a schedule and a monthly claim. On his paycheck, his future, his ability to save. The court saw a wallet, not the dad he gave. Every weekend he drives to see their face. She's living in the home they used to graze. He's a guest in his own children's lives. No fault divorce is where his spirit dies. The court doesn't see fathers, it sees a wallet's my son. It sees a paycheck, a number, a job to be done. It doesn't care about the love you gave. It cares about the money you can save. For her new life, a new man, her new start. To a wallet, not a father with a heart. The court doesn't see fathers, it sees an ATM. She won, you lost. That's the system's hymn. I fought for custody with everything I had. I showed the court the love I gave, the good, the bad. They said you're a good dad, but she's the mother. The system chose her over me, there was no other. Now I see my kids 8 days a month. She gets the rest, it's a bit of brunch. The court doesn't see fathers, just providers. I'm a wallet with a smile for the outsiders. Not a line item in a budget. The court doesn't care, you're about to trudge it. The court doesn't see father, son, it sees cash. You're a visitor now, a weekend ghost in the ash. Before no fault, leaving came with a cost. She lose her reputation, her social gloss. But now she leaves with cash and sympathy. She's a victim, and he's the enemy. She gets the kids the house, the retirement fund. She didn't win the lottery, the system handed it stun. Funded by his labor, his blood, his tears. She's living on his years. Her friends call her brave for leaving the marriage. He's paying for her life, her car, her carriage. She's a single mom, a hero, a queen. He's a villain on the scene. No fault divorce may leave it a lottery win. She cashes in her chips, and he wears the pin of shame, of failure, of being not enough. She's living easy, he's living rough. Divorce became her lottery ticket, my son. She didn't work for it, the system had it won. She cashes in on his sweat, his years, his soul. She's in control. He's paying for a life he doesn't live. She gives nothing, she only takes and gives to her new man, her new life, her new name. Divorce is her lottery, he's the shame. My ex-wife lives in the house I built with my hands. She drives the car I paid for in her lands. She's on vacation while I'm working double shifts. Divorce was her lottery. Here's what she lifts. She never worked a day she didn't want to. My labor funds everything she's got to. Divorce became her lottery ticket, and I'm the bank, no fault divorce. I'm the one who sank. She didn't earn it, she just left. Divorce is a lottery, and he's bereft. Divorce became her lottery ticket, son. Don't play the game. She'll take your life and call it her name. Here's the irony that will break your heart, my son. The man who cheats risks less than the faithful one. Because when she decides to walk, it doesn't matter if you were loyal, faithful, or if you broke the ladder. She can leave without a reason, without a cause, and you'll pay for her leaving without a pause. The faithful man is punished more than the cheat. The system's not about justice, it's about defeat. He stayed through the hard times, through the fights. He was loyal every single night. She got bored, she left, she filed the papers. Now he's paying for her mental capers. The man who cheated on her sisters, she left him too. But he kept his money, the system's askew, because she didn't have the same claim on his assets. No fault divorce is a different apparatus. No fault divorce punishes the faithful man, my son. The man who tries is the one who's undone. The cheater walks away with his wealth intact. The faithful man is the one who's sacked. The court doesn't care about evidence or trust. It only cares about extraction. It's adjust to her needs, her wants, her new life ahead. The faithful man is the one who's bled. I was faithful for 15 years, never strayed. I loved her, provided, and I prayed. She left me for a man she met at the gym. The court gave her everything, I was dim. The cheater down the street kept his house and his kids, because she didn't have the legal bids. No fault divorce punished me for my loyalty. I lost everything, that's the reality. Faithfulness is not rewarded, it's punished here. She left him bleeding, full of fear. No fault divorce punishes the faithful man's son. Don't expect justice. The system is built for extraction, not for trust.
Let's call it what it is, my son. Don't hide. Marriage in America is not love, it's legalized liability inside. You enter with hope, with dreams, with a ring. You exit with bills, with nothing, with everything. She can take half of what you built for years. No fault divorce is the engine of your fears. It's not a covenant, not a sacred bond. It's a contract that can be easily abscond. You sign the paper thinking it's about love, but it's a legal document from above that gives her the power to extract, to leave if she's unhappy on a single leave. No fault divorce killed trust, killed legacy, killed permanence. It turned marriage into financial turbulence. You're not a husband, you're a liability on her books. She can walk away with your life's nooks. Marriage became legalized liability. my son. You're not a partner, you're a financial run. She can leave when she's bored, when she's done, and take half of everything you want. No-fault divorce made marriage a transaction, a business deal with attraction. For her to exit without a loss, you're the liability. She's the boss. I wish I'd known before I signed the line that marriage was a contract, not a divine union of souls, of hearts, of trust. It was a legal document turning my love to dust. Now I advise my sons, don't marry blind. Understand the liability you'll find. Marriage is not love in the court's eyes, it's a liability in disguise. Love is not a legal term, it doesn't appear. No-fault divorce made that clear. Marriage became a legalized liability, son. Protect your assets. She's not your partner, she's a legal asset. She doesn't need a bruise to show the court. She doesn't need a text, a witness, a report. She just needs to say, I'm unhappy, with a tear, and the state will give her half of everything you've built, my dear. No evidence, no proof, no betrayal required. Her feelings are enough to get you fired. From your house, your kids, your life, your name. No-fault divorce is her game. He never hit or never yelled, never raised a hand. He was a good husband, he tried to understand. But her feelings changed, she wanted something more. She filed the papers and walked out the door. The court didn't ask for proof of abuse or neglect. They just asked if she was happy. She said not correct. Her feelings were enough to end the fight. He lost everything that night. She doesn't need proof, my son, just a feeling. Her emotions are the only ceiling. The state will give her half your life for witness, no crime, just her feelings. And you'll do time on the installment plan of alimony and child support. Her feelings are the only court. My ex-wife said I'm unhappy with a straight face. The judge didn't ask for evidence of disgrace. He just nodded and split our life in two. Her feelings were enough to undo everything I'd built, every brick I'd laid. Her unhappiness was the only price I paid. She didn't need proof, she just needed to feel that leaving me was a better deal. Proof doesn't matter, feelings do. Her unhappiness is the only clue. She doesn't need proof, son, just a tear. She can't leave you without a gear. They said no fault would protect women from abuse. It would help them leave without an excuse. But it didn't protect, it rewarded betrayal. It made divorce a financial regale. She can leave a good man, a faithful man, a kind, and walk away with everything he left behind. The system rewards her for walking away. There's no incentive for her to stay. Before no fault, leaving came with a cost. She'd lose her reputation, she'd be lost. Now she gains sympathy, money, and a new start. No fault divorce tore the family apart. It didn't save marriages, it killed them dead. It made leaving easier than staying in bed. The man who wants to stay has no power. She can leave him in his darkest hour. The system rewards betrayal, my son, that's the truth. No fault divorce destroyed the family's booth. She gets paid to leave, rewarded to go. He's left with the wreckage, the tears, the woe. It didn't protect women, it destroyed the home. No fault divorce
alone, broken, paying for her choice. The system rewards betrayal. Lose your voice. I watch my family destroyed by no-fault law. She left with everything, I was left raw. My children split, my house was sold. The system rewarded her for being cold. No-fault divorce didn't save a thing. It gave her everything and took my ring, my trust, my future, my peace of mind. The system rewards betrayal. It's not kind. She's rewarded for leaving. He pays the cost. No-fault divorce is the family's holocaust. The system rewards betrayal, son. Don't be naive. She can leave with everything, and you'll grieve. Never thought she'd leave, never thought she'd go. He planned for forever, he didn't know. She was planning her escape from the start. He was a fool with an open heart. He didn't have a prenup, didn't hide his assets. He didn't think about the legal assets she would take when she decided to flee. He was blind, and now he can't see. The man who never plans for divorce is the one who pays the price when the race is done. Because she planned, she had a strategy in place. He was unprepared, he lost the race. She knew the law, she knew the game. He thought love was the only name. She needed to play to win, to take. He was her partner, but his mistake. The man who never planned for divorce funds the war. My son, he gives her everything she's looking for. Because she planned, she prepared, she schemed. He loved her, she dreamed of a different life, a different man, a different way. He didn't plan. Now he has to pay. The man who never plans for divorce is the fool. Don't let that be your only tool. I learned to plan for divorce after my first split. I signed a prenup, I changed my script. I protected my assets, my children, my peace. I'm not blind anymore, I found my release. You don't plan for failure,
it because you expect it to come. You plan because wisdom is not numb to the reality that love can fade. Prepare for war, don't be afraid. Hope is not a plan, preparation is. He didn't prepare, now he's in the abyss. The man who never plans for divorce, son, is the one who pays. Prepare for war. Don't trust the sunny days. They sold you the dream of forever, my son. A lifelong union, a battle won. But no-fault divorce made permanence alive. She can leave with a blink of an eye. Marriage is now temporary by default. She doesn't need a reason to call a halt. The illusion of permanence is just a dream. She can leave like a passing stream. You built a life thinking till death do us part, but she can leave with a change of heart. Forever is not guaranteed anymore. She can walk out the door. No-fault divorce killed the sacred vow. It's a legal loophole now. She doesn't need to stay through the heart. Permanence is a discarded card. The illusion of permanence, my son, it's dead. No-fault divorce, enter instead. Marriage is temporary, conditional, frail. She can leave at the first exhale. Don't build your future on a promise that can break. She can leave for her own sake. The illusion of permanence is gone. She can leave before the dawn. I thought forever meant something real.
I thought her vows had a seal, but no-fault divorce tore the seal apart. She left with a change of heart. Now I know that permanence is an illusion. She can leave without a conclusion. The illusion of permanence cost me my life. I'm wiser now, I survived the knife. Forever is a marketing term for the night. She can leave and you'll grieve. The illusion of permanence, son. Don't believe it's real. She can leave and you'll feel.
Son, after all these songs about the no-fault game, I want you to understand the shame. It wasn't designed to save love, it was designed to monetize betrayal, leave men behind. It turned marriage from a covenant into a contract, from a lifelong vow into a legal impact. Men are paying the price, my son. No-fault divorce has won. She can leave without a reason, without a fight. She doesn't need to prove anything at night. The state will give her half of your life's work. She doesn't have to shirk. No-fault divorce is the biggest scam. It turned her husband into a clam, open, empty, left on the shore. She takes his life and asks for more. The biggest scam in modern marriage, my son. No-fault divorce, the race is run. She doesn't need abuse, betrayal, or crime. She just needs to feel it's time, and the state will hand her everything you've built. Your loyalty is now her guilt. No-fault divorce didn't protect women, it destroyed homes. It didn't save marriage, it made men roam. I've learned my lesson after losing everything. I'm not bitter, I'm just seeing the truth behind the veil of love. No-fault divorce is a glove that fits on her hand and takes my life. I'm warning you, son of the knife. Don't marry without a plan, without a prenup, without a shield. No-fault divorce is a battlefield.
No-fault divorce is not about justice, it's about extraction. She leaves with everything. He loses his traction. Son, no-fault divorce wasn't designed to save love. It was designed to monetize betrayal. It turned marriage from a covenant into a contract, from a lifelong vow into a legal loophole. And men are paying the price. She doesn't need proof of abuse. She doesn't need evidence of betrayal. All she needs is a feeling, and the state will give her half your life for walking away. The court doesn't see fathers, it sees wallets. You're not a dad anymore, you're a visitor, a weekend ghost. Divorce became her lottery ticket before no fault. Leaving a man came with weight and shame. Now it comes with cash and sympathy. The man who cheats risks less than the man who stays, because when she decides to walk, it doesn't matter if you were loyal. The court doesn't care about evidence, it only cares about extraction. Marriage in America's not love, it's legalized liability. You enter with hope, you exit with bills. No fault divorce killed trust, killed legacy, it killed permanence. Because when leaving is easier than staying, the vows were already dead. No fault divorce didn't protect women, it destroyed families. It didn't save marriage, it killed it. So protect yourself, my son. Prenup, separate assets, document everything. Don't be the man who never planned for divorce, because in modern marriage, the man who never plans for betrayal is often the one funding it. I love you.